At Crestwood Royal Academy, one of the most elite colleges in the country, everyone walked with designer clothes, luxury watches, and last names that opened doors. But among these rich kids was one boy who stood out, not because of wealth, but because of his simplicity. His name was Ethan Cole. A quiet, humble, insanely smart guy. The topper of the entire college. Handsome, charming in a soft and subtle way, but always underestimated because he was poor. He didn't wear Gucci. He didn't drive a Ferrari. And in a college full of gold-plated arrogance, that was enough for people to mock him. But Ethan never cared. He had two treasures in life, his best friend Liam Carter, one of the richest kids in school who genuinely respected Ethan, and his girlfriend, Ava Sterling, a stunning, soft-spoken girl who fell for Ethan's simplicity and golden heart. Together, they were a small but happy group. One day, Liam told everyone, "Guys, it's my birthday. Big party at the Meridian Grand Hotel tonight. You all have to come." Ethan immediately shook his head. "Liam, you know I don't fit into those circles. Those people, they don't like me." But both Liam and Ava insisted. Ava smiled and held Ethan's hand. "Please come, for me." And Ethan, who could never say no to her, finally agreed. The party was massive, chandeliers shining like stars, the music loud, the crowd dressed in brands Ethan couldn't even pronounce. Ethan walked in with Liam and Ava, trying to hide his nervousness. But then, trouble arrived. Jason Blackwood. The most feared guy in college. Arrogant, toxic, always drunk on money and power. His father was Victor Blackwood, a local mafia boss, feared by everyone. Jason made sure everyone knew it. He pushed people around, insulted waiters, treated girls like objects. And no one ever had the guts to stop him. When Jason saw Ethan, he smirked. "Well, well, well, look who stepped out of the slums. What are you doing here, charity case?" People laughed. Ethan ignored it. He didn't like drama. He just wanted to enjoy the night with Ava and Liam. But Jason wasn't done. He walked toward Ava, smirking. "Hey gorgeous, why are you wasting your time with this loser? Come to me, baby. I'll give you everything he never can." Ava stepped back, uncomfortable. "Jason, stop. I'm with Ethan." Jason laughed. "Please. You deserve diamonds, not this street boy." And then he grabbed Ava's hand. That was it. Something snapped inside Ethan. The quiet boy who never responded, finally broke. He grabbed Jason's hand and punched him, hard, across the face. The crowd gasped. Jason fell on the floor, bleeding, shocked that someone dared touch him. Jason screamed, "You're dead. Dead," and pulled out his phone. Within minutes, the sound of engines echoed outside. A convoy of black SUVs. Doors slammed. Huge, armed bodyguards surrounded the hotel. And through the crowd walked Victor Blackwood, Jason's father, radiating pure danger. He pointed a gun straight at Ethan's forehead. "You don't know what you've done, boy. No one touches my son." Ava screamed. Liam tried to shield Ethan but was pushed aside. Everyone in the hotel froze. But then, something unimaginable happened. A sound. A thunder. Another convoy. Much larger, approaching the hotel from the distance. Not 5 cars. Not 10. Not 20. Over 100 armored vehicles rolled in like an army. The entire hotel shook as heavily armed men surrounded the area. Even Victor Blackwood began to panic. He whispered, This can't be who I think it is." The doors of the middle limousine opened. Black Shoes stepped out. A long coat. Cold, deadly presence. A man feared across continents. The man even mafias bowed to. Everyone in the hotel whispered the same name at the same time. Adrian Knight. Leader of the International Shadow Syndicate. A ghost. A legend. A man no one dared to cross. Victor Blackwood's face turned white. Why would he come here? Who was he coming for? What business did a global mafia king have in a college party? Adrian Knight walked through the room, every step sending fear through the crowd. His eyes locked onto Victor. Victor immediately lowered his gun. Sir. I didn't know you were. Adrian walked right past him, heading straight toward Ethan. The whole room gasped. Victor couldn't process it. He whispered, terrified, no, no, he couldn't be here for him. Adrian stopped in front of Ethan. The most powerful man in the criminal world. Looked at the simple, poor, quiet college student. And said in a cold, protective voice. Who touched you? Ethan didn't speak. He just looked at Jason. Adrian turned slowly, deadly calm. He stared at Jason and whispered. You made a mistake. Victor fell to his knees. Mr. Knight, please, spare us, he's just a boy. Adrian glared at him. You pointed a gun at my son. The room broke into absolute shock. Whispers spread like fire. Ethan, the poor boy, the quiet kid, was Adrian Knight's only heir. The future leader of the world's most dangerous syndicate. A prince disguised as a pauper. Adrian placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder. You don't need to hide anymore. Jason collapsed in fear. Please, please don't kill me. Ethan stepped forward. Quiet. Calm. The same simplicity, but with a new power behind his eyes. He looked Jason in the eyes and said. I don't need to hurt you. But you will never disrespect Ava again. And you will treat people, every person, regardless of wealth, with respect. Jason nodded desperately. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ethan turned away, taking Ava's hand gently. She looked at him with tears in her eyes, not out of fear, but pride. Liam smiled, whispering, I always knew there was something different about you. Adrian gave one final command. No one touches Ethan. Ever again. His entire army raised their weapons in unison. The message was clear. Ethan wasn't alone. He wasn't weak. He wasn't poor. He was protected by the shadows of the world. Ethan walked out of the hotel with Ava and Liam, surrounded by Adrian's guards. But he didn't look back with hatred. He looked back with peace. Because that night, the world discovered the truth. The simple boy who everyone mocked was destined for greatness. And this was only the beginning.